Hey there, this is Jonathan Bender. I am here at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, formerly Marine World, and I'm here celebrating my birthday with a bunch of my closest friends. And I was thinking, is public speaking scarier than being on a roller coaster? Because we've been going on all these crazy ass roller coasters, excuse me, but I don't know what else to say. It like turns my stomach upside down, but it's kind of fun. But you know, it's scary in different ways that remind me of what it means to speak in front of a group. So let me explain. So first of all, my girlfriend, when we were kind of just walking into the park, she was kind of nervous and freaked out. I was fine then. Now, just as we're on the first roller coaster, going all the way up, then my friend Justin, then that's when he's freaking out, knowing that we're going to plummet down. And for me, I'm chilling. I'm just enjoying the ride, looking around, and you can hear it in the background there. And you go ahead and show it, by the way, if you see it. So me, I'm totally fine until that second when it plummets down really fast. That's when I'm scared out of my wits. And then afterwards, I'm nauseous. So the way this relates to speaking is that people experience fear or nervousness or anxiety or whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing. Sometimes people say, oh, I don't get afraid, I'm just nervous. It's all the same thing. Experience at a different time. Some people have anxiety for weeks leading up to an engagement, or they don't even want to do it because of the idea of it. Others, they're fine beforehand until right before, and then they freak out. And other people get nervous right when you're in the middle of it, worrying that they're going to make a mistake. So I'm saying this to normalize it, to let you know that if you have this coming up for you, whether you've never spoken or you've spoken a lot, this is normal. Now, this also can be changed. So there's nothing wrong with you for having had this. If most people have shame, they don't want to admit that they have fear or nervousness. And it's totally normal. But we want to talk a little bit now about why this happens. And then we'll talk about how to become a more confident and competent speaker. This will be a really brief, quick video. So why it happens, first of all, you have the wrong mindset. We think that I somehow just should be good at it, but it's actually an art and a science. And although you can just talk to people in everyday life, it is different than knowing how to do that. And even changing your body language to what looks better will have you feel more confident too. 2, your nervous system is what's freaking out. When you're nervous, it is the nervous system literally that is in hyperdrive, and you're in this fight, flight, and freeze response. When you're in this, it activates other parts of the body. The muscles tense up, and your neuroendocrine system or the glands are activated, which causes you to sweat or a heart to beat really fast or go dry mouth or even constrict blood vessels to the brain, and you can't think as clearly. So sorry, it's kind of loud here, so I keep missing a few words, but I figure you'll enjoy the scenery. So, and this is what happens. There's nothing wrong with you. This is the natural physiological reaction when you feel like this is happening. So when in reality, you're just talking to some people. So you have to have the right mindset as well. And interestingly too, on this crazy ride that literally I felt like I was going to throw up. There were 3 of us sitting, and this girl kind of comes in to sit with us. We're facing each other, and she's like 9 years old. And she was like, oh, this is fine. I've done it 16 times. And she was totally chill. We could see each other's faces during the ride, and we're all like, oh my God. And she was like, oh, this is fun. So experience has something to do with it. She might have freaked out the first time or two. But there are other specific things you can do in order to become a more confident and competent speaker. So here are the things you need. 1, you got to know how to put together a good talk. And most people I work with are very articulate, great ideas, but don't know how to put together a talk that grabs people's attention, keeps it throughout, has them excited and engaged, at the end wants them to do whatever they're asking, whether it's to change their lives or to work with them. And there's an art and a science to that. So that's number 1. Number 2, confidence, which has little to do with your talk itself. This has to do, first of all, with reprogramming yourself to be relaxed and to be comfortable no matter where you are. For myself, I use acting, voice, and movement techniques and a lot of other growth modalities in order to help people find this deep level of confidence. Now, becoming competent is also one of the ways to become a more confident speaker as well, but you need other things. Another one is connection, knowing how to connect deeply with an audience that moves them so that you can feel them and you know what to give to them in return. And you stay connected to yourself as well, because normally we are focused so much on everyone else that we lose ourselves. So there's a lot more to connection, but that's absolutely key. It also takes us out of the freeze response when we go into connection too. Next, you have to have the foundational level of dynamics. Now, there are more advanced levels of using pitch, tempo, volume, speaking styles, but first, just how to stand, how to walk and when, and why, and how to have a more empowered voice, using that vocal power, more resonance, get rid of fillers for the most part, and know how to project your voice, eliminate vocal strain. All of that is on the foundational level. So we have content, knowing how to put together a talk. We have confidence or comfort. 3, we have connection. We have basic dynamics. 4, and finally we have presence. Your presence is what people will feel, and this is something that you have and is natural to you, but we lose it when we are uncomfortable. So there's a whole art to teaching presence, which I love doing, because it actually teaches them to be more present in their whole lives and changes how everyone relates to them. So that's a quick piece. So remember, it doesn't have to be as scary as that roller coaster going by.